This edition of MacVoices is sponsored by lynda.com, the unparalleled online video training library. For a free 10-day unlimited trial, visit lynda.com/MacVoices. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. MacVoices is in Las Vegas. For NAB, I'm in the ViewLift booth talking to Michael about ViewLift. Michael, tell us about ViewLift and what it offers.
Sure. So ViewLift is an end-to-end platform for content holders to distribute and monetize their content. We have everything from an OVP style solution where we actually will ingest your content, transcode, and deliver it. We also support many monetization models, whether it's subscription or transactional or ad-supported, or a combination of the both. So maybe you have ad-supported content you want to upsell into a subscription. And we also, the best part, I think, is we create completely native custom solutions across 21 plus different platforms, whether that's Xbox, PlayStation, Android, iOS, Amazon Fire TV. Pretty much if it has a screen and is connected to the internet, that's where we're going to be. And make sure that everybody, well, brands come to us and we make sure that they can distribute their content to the devices that their users are already on.
Now, to be clear about this, you do the transcoding, you do the delivery to the various places we want it delivered to.
Correct. We can take that. It's also kind of a modular model where we can plug in pieces of our stack as well. So if somebody has a specific ad server that they want to use, then we can plug in that one. If they have an analytic partner, say an Omniture or somebody like that, then we can make sure that their specific solution is fit in. But we also have custom analytics, so we really take that end-to-end where a lot of other analytic partners, maybe another OVP will only have the video end, or they might only have the application side, but we can tie that whole line together to create a full funnel. So you can, in subscription models, you can really follow the lifetime value and follow exactly how users are using your applications to try and optimize it to make sure that your return on your content is there.
So you provide the back-end analytics as well, so that I know where I'm getting the most bang for my buck.
Absolutely. Optimization is key.
How about you were talking about membership services, subscription services. Do you handle all that as well, or do you go through a third-party provider?
We handle the memberships. Payments, we actually partner with people like Amazon Payments, PayPal, Stripe, and any other providers that our clients want to. We then will take that opportunity to really enrich our stack.
It sounds like kind of a one-stop solution. I hand you my content and tell you where I want it to go, and then you get it there.
And that's kind of the goal, really, because a lot of content holders have had to deal with a lot of disparate partners, right? They'll go to one person for the OVP. They'll go to a different person to build one-off applications for each different platform, and they won't be cohesive. And you can't really tie all of those together, and then they have to build completely separate APIs to tie those little pieces together, which is another expense. This really gives a content holder the opportunity to come to one place, have one person be responsible for this, and then really create a cohesive experience, not just for them, but also for their consumers.
And a cohesive as in uniform experience.
Absolutely. So
that if I move from iOS to Android to Fire TV to whatever, I'm seeing something pretty close to the same thing.
Yes, that's definitely the goal. There are obviously some differences between Android or iOS, but a lot of those things are kind of going away as people get to a norm when it comes to how they like to engage in content, how they like to find things. But even then, with our system, you have one platform that really takes a single user and takes their queue across each one of those, combines recommendations. So when you change devices, it doesn't change the style of your content or how it's going to be organized, but it's your content. It's the end user's content and their experience.
What kind of content is this suitable for? I mean, it's easy to say, oh yeah, we'll hand you our content, because everybody would like to have their content on every platform, but sometimes that's just not realistic.
Yeah, we actually made our ballywick on movies and TV. We came out of Snag Films, so we started with just long-form, theatrical, ad-supported documentaries to start, and then we expanded from there into more independent fare, and from there we started really expanding into TV as well, and then we started branching down into the specific subset and verticals, so we could target, say, a Latino audience or a comedy audience or a horror audience, and we found that there were people looking for individual things. They didn't expect one application to be able to deliver everything to them, and from there it really just organically evolved into, we have partners now that are doing sports, and we're venturing more into the live streaming sports as well, which I think is the last kind of bastion, that's the final frontier a little bit. And then we're also working with educational brands, continuing education, as well as some big consumer brands are now starting to create more and more content, and they want to have a portal that's unique to them and their product and their audience, whether it be family care items, diapers and that sort of thing, or if it's something like a beverage or coffee, and you see energy drinks right now. I'm not going to say a specific brand, but that there are people jumping out of very, very high balloons, and all of that becomes branded content that deserves its own experience and its own environment to live in.
It's a video world. It
is a video world.
And video is now everywhere. That was the other point you made earlier, that we have all these different options, so many competing options. It's kind of exciting. It presents so many opportunities for so many to brand themselves and get it in front of the people that want to watch it the way they want to watch it, not the way we want to deliver it.
Yeah, I mean, we're really hoping that this kind of platform, our platform, gives these content owners and these brands, the ability to control their own destiny. They don't have to live just on a single platform anymore. It's not just YouTube, and it's not just Netflix. It's not just cable anymore. You get to kind of own how you're represented and how people can really engage in that content.
Where do people go to learn more about ViewLift and maybe get involved?
Sure, viewlift.com is the easiest way, and if you wanted to email us, sales@viewlift is definitely a good place to start, where we will happily answer all questions, and we're just excited to be here and excited to meet all these great people.
Thank you so much for the time. Good to see you. Folks, MacVoices will have more from NAB in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for links, show notes, to subscribe, to connect with Chuck on Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and the MacVoices blog. Subscribe to our weekly newsletter, the MacVoices Dispatch, to stay up to date on all the latest MacVoices news from our front page or at MacVoices.com/newsletter. Do more with your Apple tech by subscribing to the free MacVoices magazine on Flipboard by visiting MacVoices.com/magazine. Advertising and sponsorships handled by Backbeat Media at BackbeatMedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at CashFly.com.